All right, welcome to another Classic Car Club drive-through. This is our 1964 Lincoln Continental. One of my all-time favorites. We had a hardtop a while back when the club started. It's always one of the coolest things we ever owned. And I've been looking for the right convertible to fit the club, and finally found what we think is perfect. So we'll take you through it. Believe it or not, in spite of its 18-foot length, when this fourth generation Lincoln came out, it was actually considered to be far more compact than the previous generation. It's a full 15 inches shorter, and in their marketing campaign they actually showed a woman parallel parking it to show, in their 60s sexist style, how easy it was to park such a compact car. So while it's the biggest thing we have, it takes up 2 parking spaces, full 18 feet of length. It was considered compact compared to its predecessor. It did grow over time. By the time we get to this one, the 1964 was sort of mid-range of the fourth generation Continental. It grew a few more inches, but still kept that iconic slab-sided styling that these are known for. Everyone knows these from the Kennedy era. Sadly, it was also the Kennedy limousine when he was shot. And then it's made appearances in all kinds of other famous places like Entourage. At the time, Cadillac and Lincoln were, swapping back and forth between claiming to be the best American luxury car with all their new high-tech features. One thing that makes Lincoln stand out to me is these suicide doors everyone recognizes. Not only is it a really cool styling feature, but it's one of the only big convertibles that has 4 doors. The Cadillacs, as grandiose as they were still 2 doors, so you had to fold the front seat forward and climb over to get in the back seat. It's a much better way to enter if you're going through your own door in the back. And there's nothing else like it. It's super roomy, 6 seats. The ride is unbelievable. You get in it and you immediately just feel kind of soft, smooth, clean riding. That you don't get with any new cars, especially. So really special car, not just for its cruising factor, but it is a really unique thing to drive as well. It has a massive V8, 7-liter, so 430 cubic inch V8 that's smooth and quiet and just delivers kind of really beautiful linear torque as soon as you squeeze on the gas, and it just floats along. And it actually, it handles well, but it is like an exercise in car control. Driving this thing is you have to balance it, kind of prepare for a corner, set yourself up and turn in, and be ready for the whole thing to roll and float along the road. It is loaded up with technology, especially for its time. So power windows, power everything, even these little side windows. So you've got a switch for every window. It's a fully automated power top, which folds into the trunk. Ironically, in spite of its size, when you have the top down, you actually don't have any trunk space because the trunk folds in, or the roof folds in there. So when you take it, don't show up with 6 hard suitcases and 4 people, or you'll just be carrying them all on your lap. Plan on some soft bags you can tuck in to the nooks and crannies. If you do put the top up, you have full use of the trunk, but you still have to use the power top switch to open and close it. It takes a full minute to open the top, and as much as we have done to upgrade that with modern electronics, it's still a bit quirky, and you don't want to be cycling it up and down all the time. So don't plan on going to the grocery store and filling it up with groceries and getting out of the trunk a million times. If you need to use the trunk, use it once, get yourself where you need to go, and leave alone for the rest of the trip. Nice and comfortable here. All the stresses in my office are kind of left me now. I'm just nice and relaxed. It's a good place to be. Car's running, big carbureted V8, but it's all dialed in pretty well. To start it, maybe when cold, you just crack the throttle a little bit to hold it there, but you don't need to give lots of pumps or anything. When it's hot, I would always try to start it without touching the gas at all, because you don't want to risk flooding it, and only feather the throttle if you need to get it going from a hot start. We've got all the gauges working. Do keep an eye on the gauges like you would in any old car. Don't trust the gas gauge below a quarter tank. These things are not that reliable, and it drinks fuel at a surprisingly long rate. So even if it was accurate, quarter tank should be treated as empty. You should be looking for gas. It does have power. Everything works. Even these front windows tilt out from the switch. So you got controls for all the windows here. You got power seats, and the top. You know, you want to do this with a car running in park. Typically doors closed and windows down, although the doors open now just to show you. But when you push the button down, that's going to bring the top up. It's going to start this sequence with all these, with the trunk opening up and pieces folding down. If you just wanted to get into the trunk, you'd stop there. If you actually want to bring the top up, you hold that switch all the way through the roof, coming all the way up, and it will actually even clamp itself down to the top when it's done. When everything's sealed up and done, you let go of the switch and you're good to go. And then it's the same thing going back. You just sit here and hold the switch for nearly a full minute to get the top to go up and down. Other than that, just be aware it's a big heavy car, almost 5,000 pounds. It has powered drum brakes, which are very powerful, but will lock up on you. So leave plenty of space to brake in front of you, and plenty of room to maneuver. I mean, while it's a joke to us that this was the compact version released in the early 60s, this is a massive car, and it takes a bit of maneuvering to get around the city. Good news is, with its really square design, you can actually see exactly where the corners of the car is, so it's pretty clear where the car is in the space you're driving. But you have to give yourself some room. Definitely plan for the corners. There's a lot of ways to get around corners. You want to take it slow and cruise. Don't go barreling into things too fast and get surprised when you can't make it around a corner or can't brake. This is a cruising car. Everything should go down to a nice relaxed pace when you get behind the wheel, but that's sort of the point. Put the top down, get out there, enjoy the drive.